students, how are you all? Great? Good? Fit and fine at home? Okay. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is Geography, the Changing Earth. This is chapter number 3, video number 1. In this chapter, we are going to study about Wegener's theory of continental drift. Under this only, we are going to study about Pangea. We are going to study about plate tectonics. Moving then, we will be studying about the factors which affects the Earth's crust. After that, we will be studying about volcanoes. We will be studying about earthquakes, and then we will be having a small discussion on the case study of Bhuj earthquake. So shall we start the lesson? Okay. So firstly, we will discuss about Wegener's theory of continental drift. So we will be starting first with Wegener's theory of continental drift. You know, in 1912, Alfred Wegener, he was a German meteorologist. Now, who is a meteorologist? Do you know that? Meteorologist is a person who study and forecast weather. Okay? Meteorologist is a person who study and forecast weather. So, Alfred Wegener, a German meteorologist in 1912, said that millions of years ago, all land masses were joined together. Okay? But he suggested that they all were joined together into a supercontinent that was called Pangea. See, this is how he tried to explain the present day distributions of continents. What he said, that millions of years ago, all land masses, they were joined together into a supercontinent called Pangea. This Pangea broke and there was a horizontal displacement of continents. Okay, this is what is Wegener's theory of continental drift. Okay, what he said? He said that millions of years ago, all land masses were joined together into a supercontinent, which was called Pangea. Then this Pangea broke, that is, then the supercontinental broke, and there was a horizontal displacement of continents. This is what is Wegener's theory of continental drift. Later on, this theory was improved by adding the idea of sea floor spreading. This new concept is called plate tectonics. Now we will study what basically we understand by plate tectonics. I hope you all have understood till here. Okay, so we'll be moving towards the next topic, that is plate tectonics. Okay, so I told you that this Wegener's theory of continental drift, it was improved by adding the concept of sea floor spreading. Now, what is sea floor spreading? Sea floor spreading means new sea floor which is formed by moving a part of these lithospheric plates. Now, that entire concept, it is known as plate tectonics. Now, we'll understand what is plate tectonics. See, the Earth's crust, it consists of plates which is known as lithospheric plates or tectonic plates. There are 6 major plates and 20 minor plates. The rate of movement of this plate is very, very slow. Okay, with the rate that they are moving, that is very, very slow. After that, the energy required to move these plates, how do these plates get the energy? What makes them move? So the energy that is required to move this plate, they get from the internal heat of the earth. Okay. After that, the surface area of the plate, that is very large. Then these plates are continuously moving. So we have understood about Wegener's theory of continental drift. We understood the concept of plate tectonics. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss in this chapter is the factors which affect the Earth's crust. What are those factors which affect the Earth's crust? So when we talk about factors, there are basically two factors which affect the Earth's crust. They are endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Okay, these two forces are those two factors which affect the Earth's crust. Now, before going about these forces, we should actually know what are endogenic forces and what are exogenic forces. So when we talk about endogenic forces are those forces which originate from inside the Earth. Okay, the forces which originate from inside the Earth are called endogenic forces. On the other hand, exogenic forces, the forces which originate on the Earth's surface, they are called exogenic forces. Understood? Endogenic inside the Earth, exogenic on the Earth's surface. Now, what are the different examples of endogenic forces? Earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides. We will be discussing in detail about earthquakes and volcanoes in this chapter. Landslides is basically, if you see in the mountains when there is heavy rainfall or due to soil erosion, the stones, they are being carried away downwards. The stones that start falling from the mountains. That is called landslides. Exogenic forces are those forces which originate on the Earth's surface, like work of river, work of wind, work of glacier and work of sea waves. You will be studying all these four things, the work of river, wind, glaciers and sea waves in the coming chapter. But in short, it is all a part of erosion and deposition. Erosion and deposition I have already told you when I was teaching you sedimentary rocks. Do you remember that? When I was telling you the soil particle, the loose soil that is being carried away and it is deposited somewhere. This is a part of erosion and deposition. So all the work of these four things which result in making or building up of some relief features, they are called exogenic forces. Understood? Endogenic inside, exogenic on. Due to endogenic, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, landslides. Then due to exogenic, the erosion and deposition takes place due to work of river, work of wind, work of glaciers and work of work of sea waves. Now I will be giving you a short assignment that you will be writing it in your copy, and in my next video we will be discussing about volcanoes. Okay, so just write down the assignment now. Now please write down the assignment number 1. Write down question number 1. What are tectonic plates? Question number 2. Who is a meteorologist? Okay, you only have to define this. Third question. Give some examples of endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Again, here you only have to give the examples. Okay, this is all for today. We will be meeting in my next video where I will be explaining you about volcanoes. Till then, please do this assignment in your notebook. Thank you.